And a beautiful, beautiful afternoon to all of you, dear Mariners. Sir Linus, good afternoon. How are you doing today? Mariners, hello and welcome to Flashback Friday. This is a time and place wherein, Northfield Mariners can reminisce our fond memories of the school. I am your never ending host, Lucas Bonifacio, and I hope you guys are still not tired of my voice. And with me, as always, is Sir Linus Calderon. Sir Linus Calderon, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes, hello Lucas. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mariners. Welcome to Flashback Friday.
All right. So, grabe, we sound like a radio show, no? Parang welcome to Flashback Friday. Kulang na lang ng frequency, no? Kailangan na lang natin ng frequency. And speaking of show, if you stay long enough, guys, we have a Kahoot game later, but also at 4:15, we hope we finish by 4:15 is the last episode of season 1 of Forticast online show. So just sana mapuntahan niyan mamaya, check that out. All right. So today, what is Flashback Friday? Well, today is our last day before the Christmas break. Na-announce yan kanina umaga sa ating morning assembly. And what better way to celebrate the end of 2020, dear friends, than to look back at the many wonders of the school in our whole 26 years of existence. So, Sir Linus, ano po ba mga pag-uusapan natin ngayong araw?
Well, today of course nakakagulat no, nasa last day na tayo ng ating ng school days of course this year. And our classes will resume on January na. So nakakagulat, napakabilis ng mga panahon. Parang nag-orient lang tayo ng remote learning kahapon. Ngayon ay Christmas break na. And of course, today we organize this Flashback Friday kasi Lucas, one thing na namimiss ko sa Northfield every December is that before we go to our Christmas vacation, sobrang festive yung atmosphere, 'di ba? May Christmas party, may family day, tapos open ka pumunta sa iba't ibang classroom, makikain, makisaya, 'di ba? Makiparty. And that is something that we miss as a community, but anyway, we're still united, 'di ba? Kahit online, kahit remotely. So we organized this Flashback Friday to reminisce, to remember our Northfield experience, especially that we are moving into a new campus. So share us your Northfield QC experiences, your fondest memory in Northfield. We invite you to post in our Padlet wall. Meron yan, ipa-flash na yan yung bit.ly /flashback Padlet. So please post your experiences, your Northfield memories as family, as student, as alumnus, okay? So, yon. Para mabasa namin. So, yun yung gagawin natin. Basically, mag-usap lang tayo to end our classes this year, 2020, na napakaraming nangyari sa ating community.
Tama, sir. And yes, I remember, one of our Forticast episodes before, we talked about, investing on ourselves, reflecting on the things we have been doing. And I think, the whole 2020 was a great time for all of us to reflect and think about the things, we've done, especially and now, ito, Flashback Friday, ito yung way na para mag-reminisce tayo sa mga memories natin sa school. Ang dami na nating napagdaanan, 26 years. Can you imagine? Grabe. I came 2009 and kung kailan last year ko, akala ko makakapag enjoy pa ako with my batch. Pero I am enjoying now. Pero it's quite different eh. Namimiss mo yung brotherhood, di ba? Kasama yung mga brothers mo. Ay, di ko na nga kaibigan, but brothers in school. So yan. Pero today, yun nga, one of the main questions that we want to answer. And the age-old question that I love asking people, in campus or online, I want to ask them, what is your Northfield story? So muli, aming hiwatig at pinapaalala sa ating mga viewers joining us today this afternoon. Guys, share your Northfield greetings to the Padlet link, bit.ly/flashbackpadlet. Who knows, baka may mga parents tayong nanonood dyan. Good afternoon, dear parents. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Baka you can share with us, your Northfield story. So please make sure to check out that bit.ly link. Well, now, Sir Linus, I think makikita natin the fastest way, to reminisce our memories in Northfield I think there are two ways. We hear the stories from people, from Mariners itself, and we look at the videos and the coverages we've had of our past events. Parang ako nga, like, I was reviewing our videos kanina and parang naluluha ako ng kaunti kasi naalala ko yung mga times na ino-organize natin yung mga ganun, seeing the people there. So, without further ado, let's see a couple of our videos, and we hope you guys enjoy your time here on Flashback Friday. And if you just came in, welcome to Flashback Friday. Make sure to share with us what your Northfield story is. All right. So, let's allow me to show you guys a couple of videos that we've had all over the years.
Please, won't you wait, won't you stay, at least until the sun goes down. When you're gone, I lose faith, I lose everything I have found. Heartstrings, violence, that's what I hear when you're by my side. Yeah, that's what I hear when you're by my side. But when you're gone, the music goes, whoa, 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 whoa. I lose my rhythm, lose my soul, whoa, 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 whoa. So hear me out before you see the night is over. I want you to know we gotta carry on. So don't let this be our final song. Baby, when we were young, there was nothing to make believe. And the songs that we sang, they were written for you and me. Melodies on repeat, that's what I hear when you're by my side. Yeah, that's what I hear when you're by my side. When you're gone, the music goes, whoa, 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 whoa. I lose my rhythm, lose my soul, whoa, 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 whoa. So hear me out before you see the night is over. I want you to know we gotta carry on. So don't let this be our final song. We gon' make the perfect sound. But when you're gone, the music goes, whoa, 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 whoa. I lose my rhythm, lose my soul, whoa, 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 whoa. So hear me out before you see the night is over. I want you to know we gotta carry on. So don't let this be our final song.
Wow, grabe. Sir Linus, I don't know about you, but naluluha ako backstage kasi ayan, tas na pala napunta si Sir Linus. Wala pala akong kausap. Sir Linus, I hope you're still there. Ayan, okay. Kala ko lang ako. Grabe, sir. Naluluha ako kanina kasi kahit hindi ko sila kabatch, meron pa rin akong sa kanila, parang connection sa kanila. And that's what I love about our school and most especially our campus. The little school that can. Kasi what I loved about it kasi you can see, you know everyone in the school. I don't know about you, sir, but you know everyone in the school. Ikaw, sir. But, what can you say about that wonderful video?
That's the charm of Northfield, no, Lucas, na yun nga, we're a tight-knit community. Everyone knows each other, di ba? We can talk to each other, di ba? And parang everyone is just welcoming of everyone's presence. So, kaya kahit hindi mo classmate, parang feeling mo kabatch mo, di ba? So, pag may umalis, parang wow, parang ang daming memories na umaalis din. Pero, of course, may mga memories din naman na dumadating, di ba? May mga new batch tayo sa ating early grade levels.
Tama, tama, sir. And yan, I think now is the right time to hear from our minors. So we brought with us today a couple of good friends of ours here to talk about their Northfield stories. But before I introduce our wonderful guests, to the viewers watching us today, share with us your fondest Northfield experience. Ito, nag-comment na ang ating Facebook page. Please share with us your memorable Northfield story slash experience through bit.ly/flashback Padlet. So yan, without further ado, Sir Linus, I think it's high time to bring in our welcome students for today. Please welcome Alvaro Cordero and Leon Alcazarin. Good afternoon, guys. Thank you for
I'm
joining us
here.
today.
Hi.
Ayan, magandang hapon, guys. And yan, before I ask you guys, kamusta kayo, I would also like to give my dearest shoutouts to all the alumni joining us today, most especially Batch 2019, Batch 2018. Franz Castro, if you're watching, thank you so much for our wonderful videos. I hope you can visit us soon. All right, miss you, bro. So yeah, Leon, Alvaro, good afternoon. Welcome to Flashback Friday. How are you guys feeling today?
Um, Nervous, obviously,
Mhm.
but I'm excited for the entire event. So yeah,
All
I hope
right,
it
all
goes
right.
well. I hope we're gonna have to share our experiences, and it's gonna be fun. I guess. I hope.
All right. Thank you, Leon. You, Alvaro, what about you? How are you today? You doing good?
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, it's mixed feelings because, Northfield is new chapter, new beginning, but at the same time, change is good, but it's hard to accept things that change.
Tama, tama. Well, kasama talaga yan. Kasama talaga yan sa buhay natin, di ba? Anyway, so let's jump right into it. I want to ask you guys, a simple question, but we can really unbox a lot from this question. So I want to ask Leon, Alvaro, what's your Northfield story? Can you share with us, what was your first day like? Who brought you in? But I'm gonna give you the creative license to share with us, how you share with us your Northfield story. All right. Let's start with Alvaro. Alvaro, can you share with us what your Northfield story is?
Okay, so first thing I have to say is that our whole family is Paref. That's why I went to Northfield. From my kindergarten was Rosefield, and it was like the other side of Northfield. So yeah, and I remember my first day. I don't know, it was really blurry, but I was gonna, cause since Northfield had an old prep, right? Prep then grade one. My mom was thinking in putting me grade two already or grade one, but I couldn't go grade two because I didn't know how to read that time yet. But yeah, and before, like when I was grade two, I'd still drink milk from a bottle. The My friends tell me, the older guys. Yeah, that's my short
Well, that's
Northfield
great.
story.
I remember so much time of prep in grade one. No? So much memories. And yes, I'm also a Paref baby. I came from the preschool behind Northfield. All right, so let's hear from Leon. Leon, what's your Northfield story?
Well, I don't know. Well, I like to share how I came here, and it's a weird story because I went from like a small Montessori school, and my mom wanted to send me to a good nice Catholic school. And I'm not a paraf baby. I didn't I wasn't born into the line of into the dynasty of paraf kings and queens. Yeah, but they just wanted to send me to a nice Catholic school. And I think the only reason why they picked this one is because of Michael Racho and Michael Racho specifically. Yeah.
Oh wow! Shout out to Michael Racho. If you're joining us today, shout out to Michael Racho. Thank you so much for that, Leon and Alvaro. All right, so Sir Lightos, you can take it away, sir.
Yes. Okay, so what yeah, we've heard their part of Northfield story and how did they discover Northfield, but what are your notable experience on the campus? Your most favorite experience on campus, whether in campus activities or even extracurricular activities outside. Alvaro.
Okay, so not a lot of people know, but like I did a lot of things already in Northfield. One of my most memorable, I have a lot of memories. First, the Nickelodeon. Can't ever forget when Nickelodeon came. It was super funny. There's like in the middle of the court, a slime bath. Yeah, there's a slime. Tapos there's like mini games. If you lose, you have to stand there. And I'd never forget that I'd voluntarily just go there because I wanted to feel it. It was so fun. And when we didn't have a covered court yet, we'd always go to the church beside us, Sacred Heart. Yeah, and that time we'd like go with the higher batches, the high schoolers, and yeah, I think that's how I became social because of the Kuya system then, and I met a lot of great people too in Northfield. One of the greatest, Sir Trinidad. Um, yeah, all I can say is that I wouldn't be the man I am right now without him because he shaped my public speaking skills, which is a big asset and a big skill I have. Because then Lucas too, we'd like go sa bayang pagbigkas competitions, and we were personally trained by Sir Trinidad. And yeah, I have so many memories I have to share, but I can pass on the mic now.
Wow. Okay, so si Leon. Where is Leon?
I'm
Nag-
here. Hi. Okay.
All right, Leon, finish. Yeah, there. Thank you.
So I I'd like to share a memorable experience in the campus. Not necessarily a good experience, but I just like to look back at it and cry. And laugh. Yes. So there was an outbreak of hand, foot, and mouth disease in my barangay. And so it was really bad. I had like blisters all over my hands and my feet. And like I couldn't walk or grab anything or eat like at all without crying in pain. And coincidentally, it was family day practice. And I had to like practice and I cried all the time. I don't know why that specific memory is what I remember like really well. I don't enjoy it, but it's a memorable thing that happened to me on the campus, and I mean,
All right. Thank
Can
you
I
so much,
add on
Leon.
to what he
Yeah,
said
sure, sure. Go
about?
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh my
Go
god!
ahead.
Can I just say how oh my god, it's gonna live on forever. The memories of the Filipino week, English week practice. Yeah, where we get taught by the high schoolers, and the grind and the grit of people working so hard. And when the performance day comes, you're like, "Uy, dude, your mom's watching. Oh, dude, your crush is watching. Oh, it's just whoa. It's something that Northfield will be remembered by, like the great performances by both houses.
Yes, no? During Voices, no? Tsaka yung
Tama.
Filipino, na buwan ng wika month na stress yung ating mga senior high school students kasi they take charge of training. Nakikita ko no how they relate with very young kids grades 1, 2 and 3 na sobrang kukulit na. So ayun nakakatuwa. And
Thank
yeah,
you
I,
so
I
much.
don't know na na pumunta pala yung Nickelodeon sa Northfield. That's a new story na
Yes, yeah, I remember that growing up, and I'm pretty sure Cartoon Network also was able to join us, no? So nananawagan po kami muli, Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. Baka naman pag bumalik na ay sa Sun Valley, pag lumipat na kayo sa Sun Valley, baka naman po muli po kami nananawagan sa Nickelodeon at sa Cartoon Network. Maraming salamat po in advance. All right? So, ito last question na lang siguro para may maganda tayong key takeaway no for today. So, Alvaro and Leon, this just to wrap up our wonderful discussion for today, I want to ask you guys no any lessons that shaped you into the mariner you are today? do you have any certain life changing point or a certain quote that a teacher told you, and then it really shaped you into the person, moreover the mariner you are today? Kasi ako, I can quote like a couple of, I think I have the uh privilege to do that because I've been here for 12 years. So I would love to hear from you guys. So Leon, do you have any perhaps any lessons or anecdotes that you heard from a certain person at your school that shaped you into the mariner you are today?
So I probably the version. So I was in grade 3, and our teacher was Sir Venus. He told me just like okay, so I was sick, but I was not sick enough to like not go to school. I had to wear a mask, and oh, I remember when we wore a mask. Yes. Anyway, um, I I had to like go to school with a mask, and I felt horrible. But you just told me to like to chill, basically, and that's stuck with me. So yeah, it's nice, I guess.
Thank
Bye.
you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. To chill, no, to chill. Ako, that really is very something that we should remember, especially during these times, no, to chill. Thank you for that, Leo. No, so what about you, Alvaro? Any lessons that shaped you into the mariner you are today?
I'm like 100% sure there's like so many, but two that I can remember now is first from Sir Trinidad. He always says to me na, sayang gwapo mo kung sobrang dungis mo. Because I was super, I was super, whoa, when I was young. I was like everywhere. Tapos, ano pa. Yeah, I was like using my collar to wipe my nose when I was bleeding. Yeah, it was, yeah, it just gave me a sense of proper class. And yeah, one more is Suri Hensha. We had a, we had a, what do you call this? Student Sam. Oh my gosh, Student Sam. Student seminar. And there were a lot of games, and I was screaming at my teammates, and I was getting mad. He told me na you can't expect people to be at the same level with you, and you have to understand that. And that that I brought that lesson with me everywhere I went, whether it was football, it was with my family, it was with my friends. And one more quote from Sir Hensha. Yeah, Sir Hensha. That is, save the situation. You may not like control the situation, or how you can't like dictate how it's gonna go, but what you can control is your emotions on handling it. And yeah, that really changed my management of things, because every time I'm having a hard time, I just say, "Ooh, save the situation. Just just keep your cool, because if you don't, I don't know what's gonna happen." Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, ano, Alvaro and Leon. Yan. So, dear friends, joining us today, fortune favors the brave. Fortuna Fortibus. We just had our short but very sweet and meaningful discussion with some of our Northfield Miners. Today, Alvaro and Leon, thank you so much for joining us. Give your virtual round of applause naman, our viewers today. Maraming salamat. All right. All right. So thank you so much, Alvaro and Leon. All right. So Sir Linus, grabe, that was a really wonderful discussion, and I think it's high time that we check out some comments here. You know, let's how we have here from Sir John Watt, batch 2008 here. Wow, Sir John Watt, 2008. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. I remember Sir John telling me na may PE shoes pa daw ata noon, parang color white. Di ko na naabutan yun, sadly, no? Here we have so, Sir Linus, kindly read this comment that we have here.
Course, from Mr. Manrentoy. Let's not forget, Northfield SEB was responsible for uniting all the student councils of all the PARIP schools, Berberabe and Racho. Wow! What
Yes, I remember the time, you know, the Berberabi dynasty. I miss Kuya Martin, Kuya Bernard, Mike Racho, you know, Kuya Ryle Banog. I hope you guys are watching this. I miss you guys. And yes, it was Northfield SEB who, you know, united all the fire schools. Thank you so much for that, Sir Manutoy. Thank you for joining us today. And we have here from Sir GR Arsigal, Hope Lugas can remember student seminar when we hiked in Sun Valley. Wait, I remember this. That was really memorable. You were grade 5 or 6 during that time. Well, I do remember this because I think nag-hiking po kami, just a short story, nag-hiking po kami sa Smithson Valley. Tapos parang wrong way ata, dead end ata yung napuntahan namin. So kumbaga nagkalito-lito yung daan namin, kaya parang maliliit kami, tapos nakaganon lang kami. Anyway, thank you so much Sir Arsigal for joining us this afternoon. And yan, nako, marami tayong mga Northfield stories ngayon. And if you guys, ito from Jose Pineda, let's go Northfield. Thank you so much Jose for joining us this afternoon. And yan, marami pa tayong mga Northfield stories. So Sir Linus, ano nga ba ulit yung link na pwedeng mag-share ang ating mga students na kanilang
Yes.
Northfield stories?
Oo, meron ng mga nag-post, no? So punta lang kayo sa bit.ly/flashbackpadlet. The link can be found yan below. So pwede kayo, punta kayo sa link and post your Northfield experiences and your Northfield stories. Actually, may mga nag-post na, Lucas. We will read these
Yes.
posts later.
Yeah, we'll make sure to check that out. Pero syempre, bibigyan muna namin kayo ng time para mag-type kayo ng mga soliloquies and mga monologues nyo dyan. Alright? We'll make sure to read that later on. Thank you so much, guys. So yan, we just heard from the students. Later on, we'll hear from our teachers and our esteemed alumni. So let's check out some more videos and reminisce some of our other memories, no? So let me just cue in our next video. We hope you guys are enjoying Flashback Friday so far. If you guys are still with us, kindly comment on the comment section down below. Hashtag Flashback Friday. Thank you so much for that,
Hello.
guys. Good afternoon.
Yes,
Sir
hello,
Charwin Francisco.
Francisco. Thank you for watching and joining us, sir.
Thank you, sir. All right. So allow me to cue in our next video. This is Flashback Friday. Para tayong radio station. This Flashback Friday.
I have waited forever. Cause I have waited forever. Cause I have waited forever. For this.
Yan, grabe. 2000, that was 2018, the opening day of 2018. And well, to be honest, I have poor memory. Marami na akong nakakalimutan, and I think it's really nice to see all of these videos kasi naluluha ka din kahit pa paano. Ang dami na nangyari, no? Ikaw naman, Sir Linus, ano masasabi mo sa wonderful video natin?
Well, ayan, 2018. 2018 yung school year na ako ay, what do you call this? Napunta sa Northfield. Although, January 2018 na. January 2018, yes. So, yan. Yan yung start ng year na naging Northfield teacher. And
Nice.
parang ang dami na nangyari. Parang magti 3 years pa lang ako, pero parang ang dami-dami na nangyari. Siguro kasi because of ang dami natin activity, di ba?
Tama.
So, ang dami natin activity. So, ang daming bonding moments, di ba? With other teachers, with other students. Kaya,
Kaya mga sinasabi nila, Sir Linus, no, time flies when you're really, really having fun. And yes, we are really having fun here. Kahit online remote learning setup pa, we're having fun right now, di ba? All right. So, we heard from our students a while ago, and now let's hear naman from our teachers and one of our favorite alumni. Ito, one of my favorites to, the legendary to, this wonderful friend of mine. All right. Please welcome today to talk about their Northfield story. Naman. Please welcome Mr. Burns Casti, Mr. Rod Fernandez, and Francis Perez. Good afternoon, gentlemen of Paref Northfield.
hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Ayan,
Medyo bigla
magandang
pala yung
hapon po, sir.
pagpasok doon from backstage to front stage.
Hello.
Para talaga tayong nasa TV studio no, sir? So yan, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to Flashback Friday. Kamusta naman po kayo? How are you guys doing? Sir Fernandez, how are you doing, sir? Welcome to Flashback Friday.
To be honest with you guys, medyo I'm in pain kasi medyo masakit yung aking likod and may atake ako ng gout ngayon. But then since I've been taking medications for my second day now, I'm a little bit okay. Yeah. But there, yeah. Generally okay since it's about to start yung ating Christmas break and I'm looking forward to it.
Same, no, same. We all are looking forward for our break. So thank you so much for that, Sir Rod. All is well. Gagaling ka rin, sir. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Let's hear naman from Francis. Kuya Francis, how are you doing? Welcome to Flashback Friday. Kamusta?
Okay naman. Actually, ingit nga ako this is your last day kasi I have one more week, hell week. But thankfully, this is going to be my last year in UST. So the next
Yeah.
sem, starting January, is going to be my last sem. Then gagraduate na.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
sir.
All right, congratulations in advance. A quick shout out to our Thomasian Mariners out there. See you
Yeah.
guys soon. Foreshadowing na to, foreshadowing ah. Sabi ko na to, live to, live. See you soon there, Thomasian Mariners. Now let's hear from Sir Burns. Kamusta, Sir Burns? Welcome to Flashback Friday.
Hello, Lucas. Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Ayan.
yeah.
Okay, so, well, for me, after the conference, I thank God that we are able to rest. Congratulations to the whole Paraf community. Northfield was also instrumental to the success of the Jesus-Centered Life International Conference. We have more than 20,000 participants. We exceeded our target of 20K. So thank you for all your help, Mariners. And yeah, after that, we are able to rest a bit. Of course, our work has not yet ended and we still have a lot of things to do, but thanks be to God for that early grace, early Christmas gift.
Maraming salamat, Sir Burns. And yes, katatapos nga lang ng ating Jesus-Centered Life Conference. So sa mga sumali at nakilahok, maraming salamat. We hope, you enjoyed the wonderful conference and you guys also live Jesus-centered lives. No? All right,
Yeah,
so
and I want to,
Sir,
Lucas, I
go ahead,
want
Sir.
to give a shout out to you and your fellow SEB leaders across the
Yeah.
Parrot system because your student panel was the most attended with more than 1,000 live viewers, I suppose, during that time it was airing. So congratulations.
Wow, thank you so much. That is really good to hear. So a quick shout out, to the presidents of the other student councils. Shout out to you guys. Let me see if I can do this really quick. Shout out to Maya, Pepe, Tati, Anton, Kat, Paolo, and Ian. Yes, I think I got that correct. No, shout out to you guys if you're ever joining us today. Thank you so much. Congrats sa atin. All right. So enough about us. About me. I think it's about time to hear your Northfield stories, dear gentlemen. Oh, Sir Linus, kindly start our discussion for the day.
So again, everyone has his Northfield story. No? So let me ask you, what is your Northfield story? I know you have a lot, but what is your fondest memory in Northfield? Kiko.
Oh my gosh, Northfield story. Alam mo, pumasok ako sa Northfield way back in 2005. So, of course, wala akong choice. It was my parents who chose Northfield because my brother came in 2004, a grade 1 student. Anyway, so, ang naalala ko talaga sa first day, ang hindi ko malilimutan, is I broke, on the first day of class, I broke one of the windows. I dropped it by accident. I was just peeking out through the window because I was very shy. The parents were waiting in the cafeteria area, and we were there in the prep classroom where everyone supposedly has gone through. And lumuwag yung isang salamin, it fell, and of course people were just pressuring me, teasing me. One of the other memories that I remember in Northfield on during our prep, Sir Roderick Fernandez was my English teacher back in grade 1. Yeah.
Wow.
And one of the things that he would always remind us, he would write on the blackboard 3 big letters, OPT, one person talking only. So that stuck to my mind ever since, how much respect we should have, not only towards our teachers, but even to our friends, even to the ones that we are part of this Northfield community.
Okay. Ayan. So, si Kiko, binanggit niya si Sir Rod na teacher niya pa daw ah, noong grade 1 siya, no? So, let's hear from Sir Fernandez. Yeah, ang daming part ka ng memory, Mr. Fernandez.
Oh,
So,
for sure. Yeah, medyo matanda na tayo sa Northfield. Well, I started out in Northfield 1998, no? 1998. Ganun na ako katagal sa Northfield. And in fact, yung follow-up question dito, no, yung what's your Northfield story, may karugtong to eh. How did you discover Northfield? But to me, the other way around it, that's how I feel. No, it's how Northfield discovered me. It's not so much discovering Northfield kasi at that time after graduating well philosophy, no, I graduated with a degree in philosophy, UP Diliman, and then suddenly I got a message from my sister. Sabi ng sister ko, Rod, may opening daw dun sa ano, sa Paref Northfield, teacher kailangan nila. Ayoko magturo sana. Ayoko magturo. Pero syempre, dahil sister ko yun, older sister, I had to follow. So pumunta ako. And kaya kilala ng sister ko kasi friend niya yung wife ni Mr. Mariano. So I was in Northfield because of Mr. Mariano. And then during my demo day, I don't have any background in education. So I don't even know what I was doing there. Tapos, the only thing is, sabi ko after nito, kakalimutan ko na tong demo na to kasi I felt that it was a terrible experience. You know, ang kaharap mo teachers, you were doing your demo to your teacher, to teachers, adults, and then you're supposed to pretend that like they are grade 5 students, no? I wasn't prepared for that. I was just like 24 years old, no background in education. And so that was my first experience of Northfield. And I would remember, yung isang good memory ko of Northfield is malinis yung CR. Sabi ko, buti pa rito sa school na tong linis ng CR. Kasi, yun. And then, after a while, tinawagan ako, surprisingly, sabi nila, natanggap daw ako. And yung feedback, naalala ko, si Mr. Mariano kasi ang ano niyan eh, kaibigan ni Mr. Mariano. So, natanggap ako dahil kay Mr. Mariano. The only thing working for me that time was my voice. Malakas daw. That's the only thing. So, to me, my Northfield story is Northfield discovered me. No? Even with they saw potential. So, I was really raw when I went into Northfield. So, ganun katindi yung experience ko with Northfield. So, the first year was really a little bit hellish, you know. You have that time yung mga grade 6, may grade 6 na nun eh. Yeah, may grade 6 na, but then yung graduate ng elementary at the time was grade 7. So may grade 6 and then these were already like teenagers, ang kukulit na. Sobrang kulit, sobrang tigas ng ulo, no, ng mga ano. And I was a new teacher. At that time, I was taking my master's kasi initially I didn't know that I was going to be taken in, so nag-enroll ako ng master's. So that was somehow it was my rest for the day, yung attend ako ng master's class. But that was my first year. That was my first year. And then eventually, what the good thing about Northfield is they offer trainings to their teachers. And in fact, they paid for my 18 units. We were required to take 18 units of education for us to take the exams, the board exams. And Northfield paid for all of that. And not only paid for that, they arranged with PNU to go to Northfield and offer it to us. Can you imagine, PNU teachers going to Northfield in our QC campus? We were having our classes dun sa office nila Mr. Rehencia now. No? Dun yung classes namin sa PNU teachers. So I was excited. I don't know about my fellow teachers then. Kasi mga veteran, diba? Ako, bago, newbie. So everything was new to me. So excited ako nag-aaral. And so I was happy with Northfield. They helped me adjust also to the situation, my predicament. And then, yeah. So that was my Northfield story. That is how Northfield discovered me.
All right, maraming salamat Sir Rod. Ito, Sir Linus, before we move on, no? So, may nagpapa-shoutout Sir dito. Shoutout naman daw, Sir Rod
Thank you.
Fernandez. All right. And ito, may mga bumabati. Sabi ni Cisco Tobias, miss you, man. Francis, miss ka na daw ni... Ano. All right. Ito, sabi din daw ni Wax Santos. Sir Linus, shoutout naman daw. Magbabasa mo tayo ng mga shoutout, ha? Bago tayo. And also, before we end, hi Kiko daw from Kuya Martin Berberabi. Ayan. Ito pa isa. Ito, may dumadating. Terra Terre daw. Oh, naalala ko yan. Si Fernandez. Terra Terre. Oh, dumaan ako sa Latin. Latin 8, 9, and 10 ako niyan. Ay,
Ayan.
7, 8, 9.
Buti naman
Oh,
may
ayan.
nagbanggit ng Latin as one of their memorable experience.
Grabe, star-studded ang show today. Rod the Legend brings the same.
Naku, ito na nga, Purge the Saint. Tama, tama. And ito, from Kuya Joey Mundo. Kuya Joey Mundo, thank you for
Thank
joining
you,
us this
Joey.
afternoon. I hope you guys are well. Nice to
Oy,
see you. Shout out
totoo ba
daw,
yan?
Sir Rod.
Married na
Yes.
ba si Joey?
Yes, sir. Ito, all right. All right. So to our friends joining us today, just make sure to comment. We'll make sure to read your comments after, all right? Ito from Sir Ron Yu. Grade 6 Lucas was me. Grade 6 me was my welcoming committee on my first day working in NF. It was April pero nasa school siya that day for some reason. Ako, I don't remember that. But thank you so much for for that, Sir Ron Yu. Grabe, di ko na naalala yun, ah. So wow, to think I'm grade 12 now. Thank you so much for that, Sir Ron Yu. Thank you also for joining us today in Flashback
Alam mo,
Friday.
as aking first student na nakipag-usap sa akin sa Northfield, I see pangalan ng batch 2019. SEB rin siya. Sino to si SEB? Hindi, si naalala ko si ano basta batch 2019 naalala niyo siya.
Naalala mo ba?
Sige, sir. We'll I think you can recall his name as we go. No? So, let's hear naman, Sir Burns. Sir Burns, what's your Northfield story? Kindly share with us. Para maisip muna ni Sir Linus kung sino yung unang student na
Oo
nakausap
nga.
niya, no?
Para maalala muna ni Sir
Last year lang
Linus.
yun, ah.
Okay, so
Last naman.
Last 2 years.
2018. Okay, so hi everyone. Hi Mariners. Good afternoon. Happy Friday to all of you. So for me, my Northfield story, first of all, I didn't know Paref Northfield existed until I applied, or rather until I was invited to apply to the school. So I graduated from UANP, and then for a year I was in Meralco as a learning and development intern. And my trajectory back then was to go corporate. So I was trained for human resources and learning and development. So it's not really for teaching. And then when I graduated, I was thinking, what will I do with my life? And I told myself, perhaps I'll give myself 5 years working for a corporation in HR, and then I'll give a shot in teaching in a university. But that did not excite me. I was looking for something deep and something meaningful. And then as I was sitting on our couch, just behind me here, I was thinking of my life plan. Someone texted me, no, a friend from college. His name is Dave Manabat. And then he just asked me, Burns, how are you doing? Congratulations on this and that. So he mentioned some things that he was seeing on Facebook. And then I told him, well, I'm discerning what to do with my life after college, because that was already June of 2016. And then my batchmates were already employed. Some are taking further studies. As for me, I was still asking myself. And then he asked me, do you want to teach? And I don't know what happened, but I got so excited at the prospect of teaching. And then I asked him, what subjects do you need in what school? And then he told me, "Oh, Paref Northfield needs teachers for science and mathematics." And I asked him, "Where is Paref Northfield? I don't know that school." And number two, I don't feel comfortable teaching science and mathematics. And then he asked me, "What are you comfortable teaching?" I told him I can teach philosophy and theology because those are my passions. And then after several hours, he replied to me, "Burns, send your application to this person. His name is Mr. Sator, and tell him that you're applying as a theology teacher." And then so I did, and I didn't know that Northfield was just almost walking distance from where I used to live. So I really don't know, because I came from a public school when I was in grade school and high school, and then UANP in college. I thought all the PAREF schools are in the south, so I didn't know that there was one in the north. And yes, so my mom and I went to Northfield just to see how the campus looks like. And I was excited. And during my demo, I enjoyed it. Like Mr. Fernandez, I was also thinking, am I cut for this? Because I was not really trained to be a classroom teacher. But the most memorable memory that I would have in Northfield was actually the first batch of students that I handled, and that's the batch of Lucas. At first, of course, all teachers would agree that all students are always noisy in class. And I thought to myself, will I survive teaching these kids? But after a year of teaching them and getting to know their personal stories, I stopped seeing them merely as students, but seeing them as little brothers, little friends in need of guidance. And I think that has made all the difference. And I chat with them informally. I was not yet given mentees during that time, but I already had hours of opportunities to chat with students. Some of them I don't even know. And one of the best things I could say about Northfield Mariners are naturally friendly. I remember during my first day, I didn't know anyone. Some grade school students would approach me and tell me random stories, like as if they know me. So I mean, these are very, and I salute our grade school teachers for helping our students to be that social, to be very very social and be very very friendly even to new teachers. And so there, I told myself, well, I'll just teach 1 year. After this, I'll try my luck in the corporate world. And then every year, as the school year ends, as more memories are built, and as more friendships are developed between me and the students, and I get more involved with their personal lives, and I feel like, this is a tight family. I would tell myself again, okay, another year burns. And then the next year, okay, another year, one more year. And then here I am. I think this is my fifth school year. So yeah, I mean, I would miss the QC campus, but I guess what I would miss more are the memories that I had in my mentoring chats. Linus, Mr. Lasquete, and Harold would always tell me, oh, Burns would say that he will just go to the restroom to brush his teeth after lunch, and then he will be coming back to the office after 2 hours because those 2 hours are spent chatting with students, and those are really my most memorable time in Northfield, being one on one with the boys and knowing them as people, hearing their personal stories, just amazing.
Wow.
Thank you for that.
Memory.
So Linus, I don't know our gentlemen here joining us. No, I think we can all agree that in every day that you mentioned sa school, there was never a dull moment. Parang there will always be something new in store for you each day, and magugulat ka na lang. You know what I mean? Parang ako I can relate to that. No? Parang you think that set ka na sa schedule mo, papasok ko ganito, break time, ito gagawin ko the whole day. Pero you never know what happens in the middle kasi may mga maka-interact ng teachers, na makakamusta ka sa may mga friends sa ibang mga batch. And yun, that's one thing I'd also like to share. No? So, Solana, so I have in mind, but I'll ask more questions to our panel today. No? So, guys, I would love to ask, so any lessons that really shaped you into the mariner you are today? Kasi ito na siguro yung maganda nating key takeaway, as a mariner, syempre, what are some lessons that you would like to share with us, the audience now today? Let's start with, Kuya Francis, what's your lesson, main lesson, or any takeaways that you would like to share to the mariners today?
There's only one thing that comes to mind. Don't forget your lessons during your entire stay in Northfield. Lahat yon will help you remember the great memories that you made in Northfield. Everything that has to do with your friends, even your family, because our family is involved in the part of setup, but also really your batch. Because Northfield stands out to be one of the small but close-knitted schools. During my entire stay, I had the same classmates for the next 11 years of my life, beginning when I was young and up until I graduated from Northfield. And up until now, I still know them from heart. Their names, in fact, are still here in me. And when I look back to those memories, either good or bad, I still see them as good memories. Kasi yun talaga eh. I mean, when you go out into college, like where I am now, or maybe when I'll start working, these will always be good memories that you will remember. And adding on to that are the special benefits that you'll only find in Northfield is this friendship as what some of us here have already emphasized. And also yung lagi nating naririnig almost every month, virtues, virtue, 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 always reminded in mentoring, mentoring, mentoring. Plus na rin yung Latin kasi actually just to share no when we had our first day of class with Sir Fernandez, he was also my Latin teacher in grade 8. And I was terrified, I was frustrated with myself because ang lapit na ng quiz, hindi ko pa memorize yung first declension. And then when I was answering the quiz, I don't know what happened. Na-perfect ko siya. So, I think it's really important to have the same humility and the same confidence in, of course, in God and also in oneself, being able to admit your shortcomings and mistakes. But all of these things, yung virtues talaga, the friendships that you form in Northfield, and to never forget them and bring them to wherever you are, wherever we'll be led in our lives.
Wow.
Thank you so much for that, Kiko. Ito nga sabi nga ni Kuya Joey Mundo, always remember fortune always favors the brave. Thank you so much, Kuya Joey. And yeah, really, I think as ako, I'm about to embark sa college and I think it will be help me, ground myself, being a virtuous, a man, a mariner, a mariner and a man of fortitude. Thank you for that. And also just to share, there it was mentioned a while ago that Alvaro mentioned a while ago that before it was a tradition by the school na pumunta sa Sacred Heart, the nearby chapel beside the school. And meron pa noon tinatawag na kuya system in which the youngest kids are paired with the eldest kuyas. And to be honest, Kuya Joey Mundo right here. Hi Kuya, thank you for joining us. He was my first high school friend, primarily because he was my partner before when I was young. Na pupunta kami sa Sacred Heart. So thank you so much for yeah. Grabe, time flies, no? Time really flies when you're having fun. Thank you for that. So let's hear from Sir Burns. Sir Burns, what are some lessons that shaped you, into the mariner you are today?
Well, a lot. As Kiko would say, it's like the entire Northfield experience is a lesson in itself. But another memory that I had as a teacher during my first day. Right, I was introduced to the faculty. I was very, very scared because I felt like all these people were trained to become classroom teachers, and that was not my training. But then when I sat down and I look at the person behind me, he was so friendly, and then he was just smiling at me, and I asked him, "Sir, what's your name?" And he said, "Call me Buddy. My name is Buddy Ramos." And then, well, we became instant friends because he was calmly, and I asked him, "Sir, I am a new teacher. How long have you been teaching here in Northfield?" And he told me, "Well, I started teaching in the PAREF system for about 30 years ago." And wow, I was so amazed. And then I instantly asked him because in UANP I had lots of mentors. I told him, "Can you be my mentor in Northfield because I really need someone to guide me through all of these things." Sure. And then we started chatting. And so the lesson that I learned there was also the lesson that Buddy would always tell me. Do things one at a time. Relax. He would I'm sure if you talk to Buddy, he would tell you, "Relax lang, bay. Easy lang. Huwag masyadong natatakot." Because I would always come to him after class. I would tell him, "Bay, I don't know kung maayos ba yung pagtuturo ko, if my students understood me." Because as I have said, I was learning. I was just very new to teaching high school kids. I was used to teaching college and adults, but teaching younger people have different, it has a different dynamics. But then Buddy was always there. Also shout out to Bok Hill because I was teaching English during the time, literature. Bok was really the one who guided me. Okay, here are the pieces that you can teach the boys, etc. So I really learned also not to be too hard on yourself, especially for younger students who are prone to overthinking, right, Lucas? A lot of students are so hard on themselves. Even teachers go through the same doubts. Even adults go through the same phases of insecurities. Let's just take things one day at a time. Better days are coming, as you always say, Lucas. So that's one of the things that I learned in Northfield.
Thank you so much for that, Sir Birds. Grabe, I have so much memories in that oratory. I miss that oratory
And then,
already. In fact,
yeah, I saw
my
people
laptop,
there.
my laptop wallpaper right now is actually is actually the oratory kasi sabi ko mamimiss ko talaga. Anyway, thank you for that, sir. And not just Sir Rod, no? Matagal ka na nagtuturo here sa Northfield. I'm pretty sure marami ka ng wisdom na na-collect, in the years that you have rendered your service to the school. So share with us, sir, any lessons that,
Gusto mo ba i-share ko lahat yon?
sa tingin sir, the best na lang, Sir Rod. The best na lang po.
Yeah, pero
Para,
siguro to sum it all up, itong recent conference that we have, I think this is the most important lesson for me. It's the Jesus-centered life. And I think this is what a mariner should be, you know. This is what mariners should be. A mariner should have a Jesus-centered life. Kasi come to think of it, yung mga experiences natin in Northfield, yung mga friendships, everything. In fact, there was a time, no? Sabi nga nila, yung teacher, yung impact mo parang malakas, di ba? Pero ito, there was one time na I met a student again, no? Sabi, oy, sir, oy, kamusta? Ganyan. Tapos sabi niya, sir, naalala mo nung naging English teacher kita, grade 3 daw. Oh, yes. Tapos sabi niya, at that time kasi nung turo ko ng English, I asked my students to make a diary or something, a journal. Sabi ko ganyan. And then I always start, kasi may philo background ako, I always start with what Socrates said, no? An unexamined life is not worth living. And I will give them all ilang years ka na bang nabubuhay sa mundo, multiply that with how many days, no? Parang, and then they see, how many of those days do you remember? Wala. So important that you keep every day yung journal mo, you write down. So that was in grade 3. And then when I met him, siguro college na siya noon, sabi niya, sir, do you know, I still write my diary. Nag-journal pa raw siya. And it was because of that. So yung sa akin, yung sa Northfield experience is walang experience na sayang. Lahat mahalaga. Hindi mo alam yung effect, pero yeah, magko-close na yung si sorry, emotional kasi.
Don't cry, sir.
Pero okay lang yan. Kasi yung Northfield, 22 years din ako dyan. And then, yeah, that's what I've learned, na yung if you offer everything, it will bear fruit. And it's not because of you, no? God's grace. Lang.
Maraming salamat, sir. I'm reminded, one of the 4 core values of a mariner. Kiko, do you still remember the 4 core values of a mariner? Can you share with us? Test na to, ha? Test na to. Can you share with us?
Yung hope ba yan?
Yesterday,
Yeah,
we were just reminded yesterday because I was able to attend the last mass in the QC campus, and Father Dante used it in his homily. HOPE, humility, order, piety, excellence. But in that homily, he said we should also remember that virtue, hope, especially for us now that have been affected by the transfer, the sudden change. But let's hope for a better future, for more exciting memories to make.
Yes. Ako I imagine yung yung sadness. Of course, normal lang na makaramdam, especially yung mga older teachers natin, no? Kasi Sir Rod, no, 1998 pa siya, 22 years of his life. Iba nandun siya nakita niyo siguro kung paano nagkabubong yung covered court, kung paano nagkaroon.
Alam mo, nagsimula kami yung quadrangle lang at saka Kinderfield.
Ayun, di ba? So,
yung Kinderfield is our pantry, business office yon. So whenever we eat, yung mga teachers will have to cross the street para kumain dun sa Kinderfield. And dun yung namin. And then eventually, nakuha rin yung other side. Yun.
Ayun, di ba? So parang naging part na parang almost half ng buhay siguro ni Sir, parang
part chunk of his life.
Yeah. And si Mr. Mariano, di ba? Parang from the very beginning, di ba? So, we understand talaga na yung na may ito yun tayo, di ba? Na-attach tayo doon sa place kasi ang dami ng memories, ang dami ng dumaan, ang daming hardship, ang daming victories, di ba? Pero doon sa yung mga students kasi napapansin ko sa hindi ho tayo magsasara, dear students, or not closing down our school. We're moving down to a new and I would say bigger and better campus, hopefully, no, with the grace of God, no, pag na-develop natin yung Sun Valley, ang gandang niya, ang ganda niya, very conducive for learning, no, yung at may field na talaga ang Northfield.
Yes, of course.
All right.
Ayan.
Okay, maraming salamat, sirs.
Oo.
So marami na nagko-comment dito, and before you guys go, let's read our comments. We have from Justin Tembresa for 2 na mahal more divorce.
Hello.
Justin, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much.
So dati mali yung natin. It's for 2 na sabit dati. When I came
Yes.
to Lord,
Sumabit.
Fortuna sabit, sabi ko sabit to.
Sumabit.
Oo, kasi
Sabit?
iba yung ibig sabihin ng sabit. So, at saka alliteration dapat siya. So, Fortuna Fabit. So, we corrected.
Tama. Ito here's sabi ni Sir Linus, ito na po ang sagot sa tanong nyo kanina. Si
Yes.
Gabe. Gabe Amparo. Gabe, how are you doing? I hope you're joining us today. A beautiful
Shout out to
afternoon to you, my
Gabe.
dear friend.
Akala ko si
Gabe.
Gabe, hindi siya estudyante noon kasi kini-question niya ako, are you a new teacher here? Sabi,
Akala mo siguro supervisor si Gabe.
talaga, ano,
As a
officer.
welcoming
owner.
committee. Oo.
Alright, so here we
I
have
miss
here,
Gabe.
no? Sir Rod, may nananawagan po sa iyo from the comments. Si Miko Ubaldo. Shout out, Kuya. Sir Rod,
Uy.
meet my Latin tutorials again.
Hello,
Okay,
Miko.
Miko. Thank you.
Alright. So yan, marami tayong comments and I think ang mga comments na dito. Hi, I hope you guys have a wonderful break. Always pray and be kind. Shout out to my friends. Thank you so much,
Hi, Marcos.
Marcos. Tama yan, be kind. Tama. And in everything, be kind. Maraming salamat, Marcos. So yan, we have a lot of comments pero we'll read them all later kasi puro mga Northfield stories. So we'll make sure to make time to read all of these. All right. So thank you so much once again. Give your virtual round of applause to our wonderful panel for today. Sir Rod Fernandez, Kuya Peter Perez, and Sir Pedro Plaza.
Thank you.
So much,
Thank you.
our dear Mariners. Thank you guys. All
Thank you.
right. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat. Okay.
Thank you, Sir Burns. No,
Mga-
maikli yung time natin, Lucas, no, pero parang ang dami-daming natin.
Yeah, ang dami na nating pag-usapan pero tsaka kunti lang yung kasama natin ngayong araw sa totoo lang. Pero ang dami na nating napag-usapan. Grabe talaga, no? I love Northfield. Ito na sinasabi ko. I love Northfield. So, ayan, we have a lot of more things to do, guys. So, let's take a look at another video, no? Just to share. Ito naman, napaka-momentous ng video na to. I hope you guys remember. Pataas tayo ng pataas ng year, actually. 2017 kanina yung unang video pinakita namin, 2018 opening day. Ngayon naman ipapakita namin sa inyo 2019. And I'm sure you guys know this. Now, together let's watch, Vinta Cup 2019.
Memories dito, Lucas.
like, that's your bitch the whole time. A couple verses, just your shit in no time. And you must be looking thick, is you looking whole time? Yeah, more hits.
I just do anyone, I'm sure they would remember to say thank you. So once again, I am Mr. Santa Cayo.
And I am Lucas Bonifacio.
Till our next Venta Cup.
Thank you so much and have a great night. Good evening.
Yeah.
Grabe.
Wow,
Woo!
Mulo kasi
Yeah.
ah ano to, parang isa sa magandang experience ko sa Northfield no na we were able to organize, 'di ba? And host yung
The
Interparef,
Vinta Cup. Wow,
'di
a
ba?
quick
So,
shout out to Paulo Mesa, Pepe Mapa, and Anton Bolrich, guys. The presidents of Southridge, Westbridge, and Springdale. Yan hanggang sa muli sa Interparef sa Vinta Cup, and I believe the next one is Cebu. So Northfield Miners, kita-kita tayo sa Cebu, right? Grabe na kami, naluluha nga din ako ngayon kasi I remember, everyone who really gave so much effort, time, blood, sweat, and tears in creating this wonderful Vinta Cup, and it was such an amazing time. And yan, congratulations to all of us. Ang dami na nating narating. Sir, you like to share something?
yeah, ang hindi ko malilimutan ito yung experience ko na pumasok ako sa Northfield, parang Monday 'yon. Tapos sa Northfield ako natulog as in idlip. Kinabukasan hindi ako umuwi So sobrang kailangan daming gawin. Tapos kinabukasan nagturo uli ako using the uniform.
Wow! Wow! All right.
Doon ko talaga
Grabe.
experience
Pero
yun.
sir, yung nangyari sa yun, sobrang worth it naman kasi tignan mo naman, napaka-success ng ating Interparef, di ba? Di ba, sir? Di ba?
Yun
So
nga.
shout out to our Interparef delegates and also to our dear friends from Springdale, from Southridge, and from Westbridge. If you guys are watching, thank you so much. See you in our next Interparef. So we now move on to the last few, portions of the event, and our much-awaited Kahoot game. I don't know kung naalala pa ng mga kids natin yan, pero we announced a short Kahoot game, and our tech team, Alvaro Cordero, will share with us his screen while we prepare for the Kahoot game. But before, while we're preparing for the Kahoot game, let's read out some comments here. Sir Linus, kindly check this out.
Oh, wait, dito.
Okay.
Ito na. Sige, ito. Ayan. Sabi ni Marcus, I remember when I first applied to this school, it was fun and nice. I first met Sir Mariano and I like him. He was one of my favorite teachers. So then I went to the classroom. I met so many friends like Javi and others. I would miss the QC campus because I had so many memories. I would miss the student seminars, futsal, my classroom, and many other things. I will never forget this school because I am transferring, so I would say goodbye next year. So yeah, I would miss my friend. Thank you.
You too. Thank you so much for that. And here we have Tim Hoson. Kuya Tim, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Always remember the bonds, the community, the memories, the lessons, and Fortuna Found Memories. Maraming salamat for that. So next we have here from Mr. Ron Yu. I entered NF1 the year before the covered court was covered and before the faculty room was renovated. So I feel like I still got to experience the old area. Yeah, I actually remember the old faculty, yung may slight power pa ang mga students pumasok sa faculty. Ngayon, bawal na pumasok ang mga students sa faculty. All right, so I think we have our Kahoot game ready. Dear friends, if you're joining us this afternoon, ayan, ito, Sir Linus, kindly check this comment out.
Kamusta daw Sir Burns, Sir Fernandez, and Lucas? Si Sir Alan Guarina daw, driver of Mendoza Brothers. So siguro sinaano to, no? Jaime?
Yes. Ayan, hi, Kuya. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Hello po. Thank you po for watching.
All right. So to our Mariners, joining us today, and this is the game pin code for our Kahoot game. We'll wait for you guys. We'll make sure to wait for you, to join our Kahoot game. We have here from Marie Cruz. Hello po, good afternoon. Remembering the Raise the Roof project. We built not only the roof but created wonderful memories and friendships. Ayan, maraming salamat po. Thank you po. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. All right. So, Alvaro, kindly share our code. I'll make a quick banner for that, no? So you guys may join our Kahoot game through the following code game pin at 659150. Yan, meron na mga sumagot. So 659150. And after this Kahoot game, Sir Linus, I think we can check out the Northfield stories that we have uh, in the Padlet wall. Yeah, let's have this short Kahoot game lang ng mabilis. And again, to those joining us today, those joining us backstage, sama kayo sa Kahoot game natin, 659-1590. We will test your Northfield trivia. No, let's let's check that out. All right. So, hanap
Shout
pa tayo
out
ng
to,
mga.
shout out to kay Cisco Tobias.
Yan, shout out to Cisco. Thank you so much.
Remember when we worked on the Love No Filter conference in Northfield and we ordered pizza? Yes. Thank you sa project. Ano to? Project team ba yan? Project
Project management team. Ayan.
team.
I don't know if Magister Ronyu, si Magister Yu ba talaga yan? Pero si Ronyu, thank you for joining us, no?
Yes. During my first day in Northfield, I was surprised because random students kept entering my small office to welcome me in Northfield. Very wonderful experience. I also remember a bubbly, chubby boy from grade 6 entering the guidance office during my first year in Northfield. He was referred to me by his class advisor. Who would have thought that this bubbly boy is now a young gentleman who never failed to make us proud? Remember that day, Lucas? Ikaw pala yun.
No, sir. I remember one time I went to your office because of something. Thank you for that, Sir Colon. I really, grabe, sir. I never knew na ako pala ang unang makikita ng majority ng mga teachers. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for support. This is all for Northfield. Ito, we have here from Coach Eugene. Ako, naaalala ko to. Taekwondo Northfield turned 20 years old this year. We will keep going. Ayan. Sir Coach Yuji, kamsahamnida. Maraming salamat, no? Ano ako diyan? Veteran na ako sa taekwondo. Ewan kung veteran ba talaga ako, pero maalam ako diyan. Maraming salamat, Coach Yuji. Thank you for joining us this beautiful afternoon. All right, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Naku, mukhang na atang ating mga viewers. I guess we'll give you siguro mga last 2 minutes na lang. Kung gusto niyo pang sumali, we'll just keep it at here. All right? All right. So Sir Lidos, kamusta ka naman so far? This Flashback Friday, I'm pretty sure it served its purpose. No, what do you think?
Yes, and yeah, I'm happy to hear so many Northfield stories. Yung iba ngayon ko lang talaga narinig. So ang dami talagang ng memories ng Northfield sa ating mga teachers, sa ating mga alumni, and sa mga students. And
Alright.
meron of course tayo ng new memories sa ating bagong bahay sa San Valley Antipolo. We're looking for that.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that talaga, no? So we have a lot of time to check out your Flashback Friday or your Northfield stories, guys. Make sure to make sure to share your Northfield stories with us at bit.ly/flashbackpadlet. Sa mga viewers na nanonood sa atin dyan, baka hindi kayo parte ng Northfield Quad, so you guys can share, using this link, http bit.ly/flashbackpadlet. And to our mariners, share with us your Northfield story through the Northfield Quad. Alvaro, I think
yeah, Lucas, pwede ring pictures kung meron silang old pictures na gusto i-share sa community. Merong mga nag-share actually ng pictures.
Ayan, let's feature that later, no? Very exciting. Maraming salamat. So I think we can refresh kung may mga nadagdag ba just in case. Ito from Sir Handley, the nurse, misses all of you. I miss you all, guys. Sir, miss ka na rin namin. Thank you so much. Nami-miss ko nang matulog sa magpahiga sa clinic. Maraming salamat. And here we have the Francia twins. Sir Linus, kindly check this out.
I remember during grade 1 when I was very, very thin. I didn't eat that much, and I remember that the library was very old. There was no aircon yet. Wow, pero yung library natin nitong mga nakarang school year, sobrang lamig na ng aircon.
Yeah, sobrang lamig.
Sir, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
I think we can start the Kahoot game. So, yan. Mauulit naman to soon, guys. Ito, dumami na pala bigla. Ayan, sige. Right.
Kanina 5 lang.
Sige, let's start our Kahoot game. Jen, Sir Lino, salitan na lang tayo sa questions. So, first question we have. First up, for our Kahoot question, what year did Northfield add air conditioning to the school? Oh, grabe, di ko na ito naaalala. So once again, what year did Northfield add air conditioning to the school. Grabe. Yeah, nakalimutan ko na to. Di ko na to naaalala. Grabe.
Basta ako pagdating ko may aircon.
Well, all right, and the answer is 2016. Wow, 4 years na pala. All right, 2016. Ayan, maraming salamat. And we have here our podium. Podium ang tawag. Sir You Cool. Congratulations, Sir You Cool. Ako, parang naglalag ata. Sorry guys, ha. What is the name of the small food stall at the canteen? Ito, namimiss ko na to. What is the name of the small food stall
Anong
at the
paborito
canteen?
mo dyan, Lucas?
Sir?
Anong paborito mo dyan? Bili.
Sir, lumpia, sir. All the way. Lumpia.
Ako yung cheese stick. Legit yung cheese stick nila. Di ba?
Tama. Oh, namimiss ko yan. Ako, for me talaga, lumpia. Lumpia, number one for me. And the Mariners Cafe. Ayan, the Mariners Cafe. Miss ko na yan. And I think, mas lalaki pa ang Mariners Cafe sa Northfield, Sun Valley. You guys better, await for that, no? Exciting yan.
Cool. You're still in the game.
Leading si Sir You. Cool. Next up, we have, how old will Northfield be next year? Oh, magandang tanong yan. How old will our school be? Ito, may nag-comment. No? Sabi dito, shoutout sa mga nagpapalista sa cafeteria. One time, dapat gagawin ko sana yan kasi teachers lang ang pwedeng gumawa nun. Sasabihin ko sana, Sir, kay Sir, ano po yung pagkain ko, kay Sir na lang i-charge. Stoy, wag kayo. I remember those times, sorry. 27 years! Yes! 27 years. School next year. And yes, Northfield, Sun Valley, bigger, better, and brighter. All right. For our next question. Ayan, congratulations. Sir Linus.
How many bathrooms does Northfield have? Ilan
Yan.
ba?
Magandang tanong yan. Kasi ako, teka lang, iniisip ko nga din, bago din sa akin to.
Well, I don't know kasi yung may mga teacher, may bathroom kasi for teachers, hindi ko alam kung kasama yan.
Pero alam ko meron akong I have a guess, pero let's see. All right, and how many bathrooms? Let's see. There are four. Four bathrooms. Mali yung naisip ko. Anyway.
Kantin, di ba? Meron tayo sa harap ng kantin. Ha?
Sorry.
Harap ng clinic.
Harap ng clinic. Harap ng clinic and all of that.
Di ba doon sa covered court, meron tayo?
Yeah, the guest CR doon sa second floor, 1.5 floor.
Saan pa yung isa? Saan yung isa?
May women's CR pa, sir. Dapat
yung women's CR. Hindi naman kasi natin pinapasukan yun. Kaya pilo lang din yan.
Alright, so next question we have. Number 5. What is the name of the principal of Northfield? Alright. Yan, anong question natin? Anong sagot natin dyan? All right. So I remember the person who took this photo, Sir Trinidad.
Yes.
And, yeah, I miss Sir Trinidad. I hope he's okay. And Sir Turalba is our acting principal for today. Yes. All right. Shout out to Sir Turalba if you're joining us this afternoon. Thank you so much. For our next question, we have Sir Linus.
Who is the longest staying personnel in Northfield? Kuya Raymond? Kuya Enriquez?
Who is the longest staying personnel in NFT? Nako, di ko rin sure to. Kasi nung dumating ako, nandun na lahat sila. Kaya hindi ko rin masasabi. Alright, and the answer is Kuya Temi. Nako, si DJ Temi. DJ Temi, I hope you're alright, sir. Yan, nag-aayos ng morning assembly natin yan. And all our tech staff, lahat ng mga LCD projector, lahat ng microphone. Yan. Thank you so much for that. And our next question, we have, second to the last, who is the longest staying faculty member of Northfield naman? Sino ang longest staying faculty member? Yan, magandang tanong yan. I have my guesses.
Mr. Teddy Guzman.
I have my guesses, but I'll spare them for later, all right? So yan, sagot lang kayo dyan, guys. Apologies kung naglalag. Sorry, ganyan talaga. If it rains, it pours. And the answer is all of the above. Well, apparently, Sir Mariano, Sir Fernandez, and Sir De Guzman all share the title of more than how many years na so Northfield, if I'm not mistaken. So to our fact checkers, kindly fact check na lang. Sir, a big shout out to Sir Rod, Sir Jots, and Sir Ted. Thank you so much. And last question, Sir Linus, take it away.
Yep. Last question. When was the metal roof added?
Napakagandang tanong yan. Kasi ako,
Ay,
in all honesty, nakakalimutan ko na din eh.
kita na ako niyan.
Kasi before, naiinis ako noon, pag PE, tas umuulan, wala pang roof. Grabe, wala, doon lang kayo sa classroom. Naiinis ako noon, di kami nakakapag-PE. Pero nung nagka-court na, nagka-roof na, tuwa ako noon. The answer was 2019, last year. Ayan. Marami tanong. Marami siguro sumagot ng 2017 dahil yun yung tarpaulin pa lang ata. Yeah,
Yung
yung
parang kapal, di ba?
yes.
Ayan, so congrats sa ating winners. Sa ating third place ay si Speed.
Congratulations.
Number 2 si Sir Yukul. And number 1, wow, Kapwin.
Congratulations. Also, we have here Joey M from number 4 and not Sir You at number 5. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. Then that was our Kahoot game. And before we move on to our closing remarks and just to close our wonderful event today, Flashback Friday, let's read a couple of comments. No, sir, I hope you don't mind. Let's read some Flashback Friday greeting walls. Here we have from here. I'm not sure who this is, but kita ba yung screen ko, sir? Yes, kita nga. Teacher's good experience and the biologist's greetings. Familiar sa akin to, pero the best essays I read were the ones written from the heart. They were more expressive, well-written, and richer in content than the purely cerebral academic reports. Thus, I wish everyone in the Pirate family a Merry Christmas and a better New Year. From my ellipses. Nako, Doc, di ko alam kung anong ano po ba ito? Sorry. Now here, sir, kindly check this one out. Here.
Yes.
Ian B, grade.
Yeah, from Ian V, grade 8 QC Campus. Sabi niya, I really miss the QC Campus. This is my second year in Northfield. I found this school from my grandmother. She started and found Rose Hill long time ago. Then she told about Northfield. She said my brother and I will fit in the Parf community. My titos all went to Southridge also. Go Helm. Then I had the swimming race and I met Cisco Tobias in 2019. Shout out to Cisco for telling me about Northfield. By the way, I know how Rosefield and Northfield started. Then we went to Northfield. I had such a great time. My most memorable moments is making new friends and Family Day 2019. Sadly, it came to an end. Hindi naman
Alright.
Hindi naman.
Thank you so much for that. Well, hindi pa naman end. Marami pang mangyayari, okay? Marami pang mangyayari. Sa susunod na kabanata lang tayo, right? Mga kaibigan, mga nanonood. Sa susunod na kabanata, right? And also, before I go, before we move on to our other wonderful Northfield stories here, I would like to, shout out to our viewers today. Kung nandito po kayo nga, kindly comment down below, Flashback Friday muli. If you are still joining us today, dear friends, kindly comment down below, Flashback Friday. We hope you're enjoying so far. And also, let's have a toast, to Northfield. Let's have a quick toast lang to Northfield later. Make sure to prepare a drink, kahit a glass of water. Kung 18 and above ka na, pwede ng tequila or beer, whatever. Wala, 17 pa lang ako, so hindi pa pwede. So to our young mariners out there, kindly prepare a glass of Milo, milk, or water. Para later, we'll have a short toast to our wonderful school. All right. Now let's hear from Ambriel Aricheta. Hello, I have a question why we should enjoy Northfield. Fortuna Favit Fortibus. I really like the school because there is so many events. Thank you, Northfield. I had so much fun and stamina drain. Best event when I get candy by playing games. Thank you so much. I enjoyed it, and I'm sure I know what he is talking about. Amazing race. Na-miss ko yung amazing race natin, math and science. And ito, dear friends, shinare ni Mr. John Watt ang required Northfield PE shoes before. Would you believe, guys? Northfield PE shoes may required. Grabe, I didn't know that, ha? Wow. Talagang Flashback Friday tayo ngayong araw, no? And here from Sir Arcigal, Flashback Friday. He's now in grade 7 from grade 1. Ayan. Maraming salamat, Sir RC. Sir JR, thank you so much for sharing. All right. So ito, sir, I think we can end with this wonderful anecdote. You can share. Can you share this?
16 and I just moved from Ateneo to Parf Northfield. I was upcoming grade 6 and I was nervous to meet my new classmates. The Northfield Student Council were there at the front of the campus to welcome all students. I felt excited to meet all the other people in the school because by the looks of their council, it seems like that the students here would be just nice and all right. When I got to my classroom, everyone was about everywhere, and as I lay down my bags on the seat, everyone just looked at me funnily because most of them knew my little brother who was grade 3 at that time. My little brother was there before me, and he was welcomed to the school with open hands. Going back to me in the classroom as I was patiently waiting for something to happen, a fellow classmate of mine approached me and asked if I was the brother of Joaquin Tobias. I said yes, and he went on to tell his other friends. I chilled in my seat for a bit, and once the bell rang, my new class advisor, Sir June Venus, cheerfully goes in the classroom to greet us. He prompts us about what was going to happen for that day and the following school year. He allows all six of the new students in that class to introduce themselves. I nervously say mine, and some of my classmates get to have somewhat a breather around me. Once recess time hits, I eat my snacks in the classroom, and another fellow classmate goes ahead and approaches me and asks why I did leave my old school. I just said I wanted to start a new and healthy chapter in my life. He was shocked, and he told me how his day is
Is
going,
go.
and if I do clearly remember his own experience in Northfield. His story sounded so awesome, and I just couldn't wait to start my school year with these lit people. Our subject teachers introduced themselves, and they all seemed so warm and kind. I wanted to get to know them even more. The day finally finishes, and as I go back home, I wonder ahead of time what this little school down Scout Gandia has in store for me. Now here I am, grade 10, and have a whole lot of friends. Well, hopefully we will surely miss this campus that's filled with memories and memories. From
Mhm.
Cisco Tobias. Thank
Maraming salamat, Cisco. I like that. Shout out to Cisco. Thank you so much. And here we have a couple of photos here sharing, the old PE uniform. Grabe. Oh, here. And we also have Teacher's Day from Mr. John Watt also. Checking
you.
off exams. Ayan, maraming salamat. And ito, who remembers the NF teacher band? Midterm status. Sir Stan, sing for us again soon. Nananawagan po kami kay Mr. Stan. Kayo, sing again soon, sir. And ayan, we just heard a couple of wonderful Northfield stories. And maraming salamat to those joining us. Grabe, share lang kayo nag-share dyan, guys. Anong mga Northfield stories nyo? And we'll make sure to read them before we go. All right. And now, well, before we go, I think it's about time to have our toast that I mentioned a while ago. I would like to maybe propose a toast, but here I'd love to bring in Sir Colon. Kindly, ayan, Sir Colon. Good afternoon, sir. Ayan, good afternoon, sir.
Noon.
Yeah, so our PF
Hi,
officer, our guidance counselor. Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us in Flashback Friday. How are you, sir? Kamusta?
I'm good. I'm good. Ito, actually, I am supposed to be in the faculty meeting pero hahabol ako. I can't miss this very wonderful opportunity to see you guys. Yeah, nandito ako ngayon.
All right. Maraming salamat, sir. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for taking this time off. And now, to our dear viewers joining us today, either Northfield or not, join us. Grab a drink, grab a glass. I have here my glass of water. Let's propose a toast. I hope you guys don't mind. I'll begin, all right? I would like... Wait, teka lang.
Woo!
Para tayo sa kasal. Narinig ba? Narinig, di ba?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to propose a toast to 26 and more years coming. Wow, 26 and more years to coming. Northfield QC, as we move on to Northfield Salvani, congratulations to all of us. For God, to God, sorry, nawawala yung trail of thought ko, but Fortuna Fawit Fortibus, to God be the glory. Yes, salud! Cheers! Cheers!
Cheers!
Cheers! Cheers! Cheers! Tato, sorry, sabog yung akin. Alright, cheers, cheers. Sir Linus, baka may ano ka, toast ka, Sir Linus.
Well, praying lang, praying for a smooth transition, from QC to Sun Valley. And I hope 2021 wala ng COVID, so para makabalik na tayo sa school campus natin.
Maraming salamat, Sir Linus. And Sir Colon, kindly share us your closing remarks and a final toast, perhaps, di ba?
Yeah. So, good afternoon, everyone. So, truly, this year, 2020, has been a very challenging year, not only for us in Northfield, but even in the whole country and around the world. So just imagine the eruption of Taal volcano in January, African swine fever outbreak in February, and the declaration of public health emergency in the Philippines due to the coronavirus in March, which causes the lockdown and community quarantines. All of this happened in just one quarter, affecting a lot of families. But in spite of all of these challenges, we were able to go back to school. Maybe in a different mode of learning or a different setup, but we've managed to make the ordinary out of this extraordinary circumstance. So, dear mariners, no, the Quezon City campus will always be in our hearts. A lot of wonderful memories have been made in this place. A lot of friendship have developed, but may also have been neglected. A lot of opportunities were given, but for some, they may have experienced misfortune. A lot of excitement and fun things have transpired, but for some, disappointment and unhappiness. In short, we have different experiences and emotional memories in this campus. But remember, and always remember, that the true spirit of being a mariner will stay in each of our hearts. Now we embark in another journey. Let us remain united. Let us work as one Northfield community to create more new wonderful memories in the new campus in the East. And also, as we celebrate Christmas, may each of us be an instrument of hope and love to our family, relatives, and friends. Make a small gesture of love by doing some of the household chores at home. And in this time of uncertainties, do not forget to make an act of gratitude to your parents and loved ones. Most especially, and most importantly, do not forget to pray. So, Merry Christmas to you and your family, Mariners. See you all next year. And we are Northfield community, and we brave the storm. Fortuna, Pavet, Fortibus.
Ah,
Thank you so much,
thank
Sir
you.
Colon. Once again, ayan,
Irene,
muli, gusto ko mag-redo ng cheers ko. Medyo parang walang sabaw na sabaw eh. And last of the cheers, guys. Sana may inumin pa kayo dyan. I visited Northfield back like last week, and I remember my good friend, he told me na, I'm not that bothered with Northfield, Quezon City movie to Sun Valley. Because he believes that Northfield isn't bounded by its walls, but it's bounded by its people, its community. So once again, Fortuna Fawid Fortibus, cheers, Northfield. Tubig to ha, tubig to ha. Kita nyo yan ha, 17 pa lang ako, tubig to. Cheers, cheers, my
Cheers.
dear
Coffee
friends.
forever.
All right, and that being said, we thank you for attending Flashback Friday. We hope you had a great trip down memory lane. And
Yes.
before we go, shout out now from Jiro Mizuse. Shout out, Jiro. Thank you so much for joining us. Shout out, Jiro. And before we go, this is one of my favorite lines every time in the morning assembly. As one wonderful Northfield community, let us now sing our school hymn. Thank you for joining us. This has been Flashback Friday with Lucas Bonifacio and Linus Calderon. Sir,
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to our Northfield community.
thank you guys. And now let us sing our school hymn.
Gaudiamus igitur, Juve Estum sumus. Gaudiamus igitur, Juve Estum sumus. Post secundam juventutam, post molestam selectutam, nos habebit humus, nos habebit celum. Vivat Academia, vivat professores, vivat Academia, vivat professores, vivat membrum quod libet, vivat membra quelibet, sempre sit in flore, sempre sit in flore. Alma mater floreat, quelos et cavit, Northfieldensis floreat, quelos et cavit, fortuna habet fortibus, caros et commilitones, pastos congregavit, pastos congregavit.
And hindi pa yan ang huli. Just a couple of announcements. Guys, once again, see you January 5, alright? Naku, may mga nag-aalisan na ata. Muli, see you again on January 5, 2020, alright? Yun ang balik na back to school natin, okay?
2020, Lucas.
2021. Sorry, naku, di pa ako nakaka-move on. Anyway, so see you again January 5, 2021. Again, a big shout out to the videos made Anton Encarnacion for the Interpara video and all of the other videos we have from Franz Castro. Thank you so much. And also, up next, it's showtime. Joke. It's Forticast Season 1 finale.
Season ender.
Season ender. So join us in a couple of minutes. Sa mga nanonood, magbukas na kayo ng extra tab dyan. Pumunta na kayo sa YouTube or Facebook page ng Forticast dahil magsisimula na in 8 minutes ang Forticast Episode 11 to mark the end of Season 1. Ayun, maraming salamat. This has been a Flashback Friday with me, Lucas Bonifacio, Sir Linus Calderon. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. God bless you all. May you all live Jesus-centered lives. Goodbye, guys. Ingat.
Goodbye, joiners.